Hi, this is Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles coming at you with another toy comparison. This time we have the Transformers 2007 movie Bumblebee versus the high octane Bumblebee from Transformers Age of Extinction. The main reason I want to do this video is just to compare their classic Camaro modes. The first thing we're going to do is take a look at the robot mode. Alright, so a couple things. First thing you notice is just the size. The deluxe figures just keep on getting smaller and smaller. I mean, the original Transformers movie Bumblebee is huge compared to this guy. Also, the painting and just the detail they spent on the original deluxe figures. I mean, you can see like his license plate is painted and has numbers on it. I mean, they just spent the extra time and they painted a lot of extra things, and you just don't get those anymore. I mean, really, unless you get the Takara ones. I mean, you just don't get that extra level of detail. I mean, not to say that the Transformers Age of Extinction ones don't have good detail, it's just there's things that they could have done to paint it to make it look a little nicer. I mean, he's just got, there's so many different colors, I mean, on the original Transformers one. As far as the transformation and the robot mode, the high octane Bumblebee is just a much better figure. He's much more compact. He just looks cooler. I mean, if you look at the feet alone, I mean, look at how far they've come in, since 2007 as far as engineering toys. I mean, there's a lot of cool things with the transformations, with like, these pop in and out, and the way they did everything. I mean, this toy was awesome when it came out. But I mean, this in the same sense, look at his face and the molding detail that the difference is just unbelievable. I mean, as far as the molding and stuff, the high octane Bumblebee is just much better. It's just that there's so many things they could have painted. I mean, they could have put more detail on his knees and stuff, and it's kind of sad. And the same thing when you flip them over on the back side in alt mode, they're missing that paint that the original Transformers one. I mean, you can see it. You see the lights, and they don't do that anymore. They just don't spend that extra time. The high octane Bumblebee has a weapon that's permanently attached to him. You can pull the missile off, and the original Bumblebee basically has like cannons that pop out, and they're actually guns. They can be pulled out of his hands, so he doesn't have to have his weapons on all the time. But overall, I mean, they're two great robots. I mean, it's just how they came out and when they came out. It's just such a difference in engineering. But let's get them changed around into their car forms. Alright, and here we have them in the alt mode, and this is the whole reason why I want to do the video on this. Is you got two classic style Camaros. I think one's 60s and one's like 70s style body style. But I thought it'd be cool to kind of do this video to show the difference. And I mean, the first thing you notice, there's a couple big things for me. The deluxe class from the original movie is much larger as far as cars. It's definitely a bigger car. That being said, also in my high octane Bumblebee review, I kind of pointed out that I don't like his clear windows. The original Transformers movie toy, it doesn't actually have plastic windows or painted on, but I mean, it definitely helps that vehicle, and it kind of, you don't have to look at all the stuff on the inside. And I think that if they were to at least, do something different with the darkness or color of the High Octane toy, that it would have been a much better figure overall. But they look great. I mean, one of the main things, and probably the biggest problem I've ever had with the Transformers classic Camaro Bumblebee, which is that he always falls apart. He just never seemed like he tabbed in correctly. There's always these gaps, and there's nothing you could do. I mean, you can see there's a gap right here, and it's just like his hood kind of moves. And I mean, every time you move him, he pops out. It just never seems like he tabs in all the way 100%. He always seems to fall out, and I think it has to do with he has a feature on him that if you push this, his hood flops down. It just helps with the transformation. But you know, it always just made everything else a pain in the butt, and he always seemed to fall apart. And the High Octane Bumblebee is just much more compact. He's definitely smaller, but he's definitely a tighter figure. And out of the two, I mean, you know, when you look at the robot mode and the alt mode, the High Octane Bumblebee is just much better engineered. You know, as we saw in the robot mode, the face sculpt is just, it's night and day. I mean, you could definitely see, you know, where they've come through the transformation of making toys. So, but once again, this has been Jason with Violator Comics and Collectibles. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and like us on Facebook. And we'll see you guys next time.